when Roy, the guy who used to be in this office, just put his head round the door to say hi. So sorry I'm a little bit late, but my friend came to see me. Let me just see if I'm on. Oh, I need to skip ads. So yeah, apologies for being a little bit late. But I said, oh, I'm going live in a minute. You're going to have to go. Come back soon. So yeah, so good morning and welcome to, if you didn't join me on the first video, I'm in my new office. As you can see, I've got a bit of debris behind me on the floor. That will be finding a new home very soon when I buy myself a unit for it to go in. It is very sunny in here. I've had to put blinds down a little bit and I've got t-shirt on and I'm absolutely sweating cobs. So it is very nice and warm. So I did do a little tour of the place. Well, I didn't move from my seat, if I'm honest. So I've got my dresser there behind me. There's 2 windows here now. In that corner, there will be a table going across there up to the wall. That's currently my neighbour's garage. I've got my sort of cutting and measuring area there, and there's all my packing boxes under that desk, and then that's the desk where I'm going to be doing my creating, and you can see there's still boxes under there that need to find a home. And then this is the table I'm going to use for lives and for doing photography on. Let me just turn my camera around. That might be a bit easier. So there's my other window. So next to this radiator, I'm going to be getting a unit. You might have had to watch this twice now. But I am sat here and there's chairs for 4 people and I have got another table coming. So I think I would be able to get 6 people in here comfortably because I'm going to put a table up against that wall. And there's my dresser, so it's a lovely space. I hope I haven't made you seasick with that. So let's turn this over and do some crafting together. There we go. Okay, so we are on week 3 of this round of the art gallery one, and this is the card we're going to be doing today. Quite a sort of simple card. Let the stamp and a little bit of paper do the work. I'll just have a little drink and tie my hair back and see who's on. Who is on? I've got 20 if you want. If you could do a thumbs up, I would. So Lorraine's back, Donna's back. Hi. Hi, Margaret. Yeah, always safe, Margaret. Hi, Sheila, back again. Hi, Jill and Jill. You've done it again. You're next to each other on the chat. Hi, Karen. Hi, Elaine again. Hi, Val. Hi, Val on a Tuesday morning. Hi, Barb. Yeah, it's really warm here. Absolutely. Well, it's warm in here. The radiators aren't on, so it's absolutely gorgeous in this office. And hi, Kay again. So this is the card we're going to be doing. Let me get my bits and bobs out and make sure I've got everything that we need and go through what you have in your pack. So if you're doing this class with me, if you're not, then I'll talk. Hi, Ali. Hi, Maria. If you're not, then I'll talk you through what. It's just a normal A6 white card base, and I've included a piece of card the same size as the front. This is to stamp the flower. Now, obviously, if you look at the flower, you've got more than you need. So you've got room for any errors. You could probably fit a flower on that way and fit 2 on if you're being frugal. You do need your mat with this stamp set. You've also got one of these little die cuts. That's going to be for the happy birthday cross there. And then you've got this fancy ornate board, ornate die. Now, had to cut, I don't know how many I had joined on this one, maybe 15 I think. Had to cut 16 of these out, and I couldn't have the time to poke all these little bits out. So you will have a little bit of, I got as many bits out as I could. You will have a little bit of administration to do on this before you use it. Okay, I'm just using my scissors, but you might have pokey tools and various other. Most of the big pieces come out. It's these pesky little ones. So I'm just going to sort that out now. There will be everywhere. I'll have a look at you. Oh, she got you them for your birthday. Oh, that's lovely. They are nice. They're not something I would have used, but I really like them when you have like a white, use them with the white. Yeah, it's just really the little ones. Keep you busy anyway, keep you out of mischief, ladies. I've got 27 of you on watching me poke bits of card out of the die. Nearly done actually. Did you get any Easter eggs? We got a lovely Lindor one from Craig's mum and dad, which is rather nice. That went down rather well on Sunday evening before we watched AC12. Right, I think I've done actually. Oh, there might be one rogue one. So I'm going to move those over there. I'm not going to do them on the floor because I don't have a vacuum here. I've took it home. Right, so I've done that. What I'm going to do is grab some paper. Now it's the same paper that we used last week. It's this one. But we're going to use the other side. Can you see? It's this piece of paper here behind. Now you can choose to use something else if you want to use another colour. I'm just going to measure as to see whether I've done this in centimetres because I can't remember because I prepped these weeks ago. Yeah, it's in centimetres. So I want you to cut a piece of paper, anything pinky, 5.5, but maybe not too patterned because you don't want a big floral pattern. You're going to cut it 5.5 by 9. Okay. So on these, the other side, opposite to the floral side, is more of a graphic pattern or a watercolour pattern. So you want something that's quite subtle because we're going to pop it in there. You see, look at that. Oh, it's almost like a picture in a frame. Yeah. I mean, because these are watercoloured, so, and they've got like that faded effect. Some of them can be paler depending on where you cut. So this is why this one looks quite different to this one that I've done. But I'm okay with that because no one's going to get both cards and say, why is this card different to that card? And you're going to stick that in there. So it was 5.5 by 9. Okie doke. So we can maybe pop that to one side. Or we could actually stick it onto our card. Should we do that? Then it's out of the way and we're not going to get it messy. Now, what you need to remember, don't bother gluing. These aren't glued down. Don't bother trying to put glue on those fancy bits. Just put glue on the solid bit, yeah? And glue that down like that. Okay. Wow, I've got 30 on now. I can tell it's school holidays. Do give a thumbs up if you can, I'd really appreciate that. So we're going to pop that to one side and we'll do some stamping. Now you do need a mat for this set because it's a photopolymer set. So you do need a Stampin' Pierce mat. Now I'm going to attempt to try and fit it on and fit 2 on. Now I did say when you joined up for this class you do need a green and I recommended Old Olive. I'm going to use Old Olive and the Flirty Flamingo. So we're going to use the leaf stalk stamp and the 2 big flowers that we've used for both of the weeks, and then I'm going to do a happy birthday. So I've got my blocks here. Oh, hi Monica. Good evening. What time is it with you, Monica? Just pop my blocks on, pop my stamps on blocks. Okay, so I'm going to try and stamp this very close to the bottom and then get, so you could get a couple of these out and make extra cards. 8:15. Where are you, Monica? I presume you're in the South Pacific. I've forgotten. Let me just think. Are you in Eastern Australia? Okay, so I'm using Old Olive. And I'm going to stamp right near the bottom. There, like that. Queensland, yes. I've probably said my really good friend Sarah is in Perth, in Western Australia. And then I'm going to stamp the Flirty Flamingo. Now, I'm not going to stamp off. And what I'm going to do is, where it goes up there, that's where I'm going to get it to join and angle it a little bit so the flower's like a bit like at 10 past. And I'm going to stamp that down. It's quite dark, that one. So I'm going to do one that's maybe not as dark, but we'll see. And then I'm going to take the accent stamp that we used. Okay. And I'm going to do another one. Yeah. And decide which one I like best. Because we can fit 2 on very easily. Giving you value here. Right, what I'm going to do this time though is I'm going to stamp off. Remember we did this for the previous 2 weeks. So I'm going to stamp on my scrap paper and then I'm going to stamp here. You see, I do like that, I think, better. And then I'm going to take the accent stamp and stamp that over like that. And I just prefer this one because there's more definition. But if you're copying me, then you've got 2 flowers to choose from and you can make something else. Okay, so I'm going to use this one, and this one I can use on something else. And I'm going to cut around it, like all in one piece. I am going to leave a little gap of white around the edge. Yeah, so the guy my friend Roy, well actually, I call him Roy because we did I don't know if I've told this story, but we did a musical together 4 years ago and it just didn't look like a Roy. We all kept saying he doesn't look like a Roy. So my friend nicknamed him Troy and we all just called him Troy from then on. So yeah, so Troy just came back from the loo and he's moved to a bigger office down the corridor and he walks in here like automatic pilot. I forgot where he was going. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. No, I think this is still Whisper White, Donna, because, thanks, Kay. I've still got some packs left, so I'm working through it. I did stock up because we didn't know how long it was going to be. Thanks, Kay. I was chatting away and cutting and didn't see that. So, you know, what you can choose to do is, I don't want to leave that white there. I want to come cut in. So you see the, I'll show you what I mean. So you see the paper behind rather than the white. Yeah. So I'm just going to carefully trim in. Just be careful because now you're onto the stalky bit. And it's quite flimsy at the bottom there. Okay, there we have our lovely flower, and it just fits so perfectly in our little frame. And this is going to sit across here. Now, what I've done with this is a little bit of a trick. Because it is all attached though, you can't put, with the best will in the world, you can't put foam pads. I wanted it to be raised up. You can't put foam pads on this stalk because it's so thin, okay? So what I've done on this one is, I've glued the stalk and the leaves down flat, but then I've raised up the actual flower, and then this bit is raised up. So we've still only got one. It's not double foam pads on top of each other. You know, we've still just got like one level. So I'm going to take some glue and my dimensionals. Where have I put them after this morning? It's over here. Okay, so I'm going to pop some glue on the leaves and carefully on the stem. Okay. Glue the leaves down. And then pop that there like that. Yeah. Okay, and that's how we can get around that. It's having a bit of dimension, but then sticking that down flat. Now, this is quite the job. Now, we're going to stamp the happy birthday onto here. It's very narrow, okay? If you don't succeed with it, you could turn it over, or you could cut a strip from that spare white and just use a plain strip. But we're going to try and get the happy birthday on our little slither of card. I think that's a bit wonky. Practice on here. Okay, what you can do is put the stamp down as if you were stamping it on the paper, and then take your block to it to pick it up, and then hopefully it won't have like bent or moved. And I'm going to attempt the happy birthday on here. Oh, this block, Jill, that I'm using on this one is block G for this one. It's a little bit wonky, but it'll be fine. And then I'm going to take some foam pads. Now, you probably will need to use the edges because it's quite narrow. So we'll cut these edges off. Oh, my Kay's on it today. Thanks, Kay. Okie dokes. And then that's just going to go over there. And it does hang over the... Well, that's stuck down. I'm not moving that. It does hang over the sides a little bit, which is fine. And there we have it. If you wanted a couple of little gems on there, you could. I do think this style of card, maybe not with the Flirty Flamingo pink, would make a simple sympathy card, actually. You know, with the white background. So here are today's cards. And you can see the difference in the paper because it's slightly darker, this piece, because of where I've cut it on the pack. And every time you stamp, you're probably going to get a different look because of the stamping off. I mean, this was the original flower I did, and because I didn't stamp off, I wasn't as happy with the accents on that one. Would you like to see next week's card? This was cased from my friend in New Zealand, Jackie Williams, and we're back with the patchwork. We're back with the patchwork, and we're going to use the dies, okay? Now I've left this for you to do what you want inside. You can stamp a flower and you can put happy birthday or thank you or some Wink Castella's a good idea, Jill. Or you can do what you want, but that's next week's card. And that leads me on to talk about the next round of Coffee and Card, because we've only got 2 weeks of this round left. We are back to 10:30, just to let you know, for this class next week. And I want to talk to you about round 11. Can you believe that? Oh, man, I forgot to say something. Today marks a year since I've been doing these Coffee and Cards. This is week 52, because I started on the 14th of April last year. So this is week 52. I forgot to say that on my other video. So I've now advertised round 11. You're going to get the strawberry stamps, the strawberry punch, daffodil delight ink, poppy parade. Ignore that says real red. This is actually really, really good value because it's going to be 6 weeks, this one. And you're going to get punch and stamps, 2 ink pads, and a quarter of a pack of these strawberry and berry papers. And they are fabulous. There's ginghams on them, and there's the berries. So we're going to be using these in the class, and you can't buy these. So yeah, so please do register for this if you can in the next couple of days, so I can ensure that we get it now. The punch is currently on back order. I'm hoping it will be here in time. If it isn't, then I'll just have to do a bonus week and get them sent out as soon as I can after that. But here's a couple of the cards that we'll be doing. One of these ones. Yep, it's been a year. I can't believe that lots happened in a year. Started doing it on the coffee table at home, not on the coffee table, on the dining table in the corner at home, and now here in this place. So wow. So yeah, I need to put that on my social channels, don't I? That it's a year. We've just done a whole year. Every Tuesday morning, I've been on every Tuesday. That's quite an accomplishment. I'm feeling quite proud of myself there, actually. I think I need to give myself a little, I'm just giving myself a little pat on the back for doing every Tuesday, even over Christmas as well, for a year. But thank you, because there are some people on here who have joined me for every one of those Tuesday mornings. So I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful to you for that. And I love doing it, so I'll be doing another year. So, yeah, that's amazing. I'm going to take a picture and pop it on social media, so look out for that. We've all come a long way. We probably wouldn't have thought we'd still be in a lockdown situation. But hey, I'm having my hair coloured next Wednesday, so I'm looking forward to that. Very exciting, having the greys covered. So thank you to everybody who has supported me, and I appreciate that not everybody can afford to or commit to doing every round of coffee and card, but there is one person who has participated in every round, and I just want to say thank you to Sally, who has done every round from round 1 to round 10 and has just ordered round 11. So thank you, Sally. Obviously, I appreciate everyone who orders and every round. But thank you, Sally, for participating in every one. And thank you to anyone who has participated in any of my online classes or any of my coffee and cards, because you keep me going. You're saying that I keep you going and it keeps, you busy, but it actually gives me purpose and gives me something to look forward to as well. And it drives me to do more things. So thank you. And I'm now going to make a cup of tea. It's 11:30. Oh, bless you, Kay. It's 11:30. Please do register for the strawberry one if you'd like to participate in that. And we'll be back on Thursday night. I'm on Facebook this afternoon at 1:30. And I'm going to be sharing the Boho Indigo kit with you that's got 40% off. So I'm going to be sharing a few ideas for that with you. So I will see you on Facebook at 1:30, 2 hours time. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe and enjoy the lovely weather that we've got today. Let's hope it stays that way. Thank you, girls. Bye.